Hello everyone, I hope you all are keeping well. My name is Reed and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. We observe many changes around us. Leaves change in color, flowers bloom, seasons change, day and night occur, plants grow, water turns sweet on adding sugar, water changes to steam on heating, ice melts. So in this video, I will be discussing about slow and fast changes, desired and undesired changes, reversible and irreversible changes, and how all these changes are broadly classified as physical and chemical changes. So please stay tuned if you are excited and curious to know about various kinds of changes around us. Let's begin with slow and fast changes. The changes that take longer periods of time are slow changes, while the changes that take place quickly in a very short interval of time are termed as fast changes. Germination of seed and growing of a sapling into a plant are examples of slow changes. Let's have a look at few more examples of slow changes. All these changes take longer duration of time, so these are all slow changes. On the contrary, an electric bulb lights up almost instantaneously. So does the breaking of glass or bursting of crackers. So these are all fast changes. Next, we'll discuss natural and man-made changes. Changes which take place in nature by themselves are natural changes, for example, eruption of volcanoes. The changes which occur due to efforts of human beings are man-made changes, for example, grinding of the grains to get flour. Formation of coal, occurrence of earthquakes and landslides are other examples of natural changes. Formation of steel from raw iron and extraction of metals from their ores are man-made changes. Moving on to periodic and non-periodic changes. The changes which are repeated at regular intervals of time are called periodic changes. The development of high tide and low tide in the sea is an example of periodic change. The changes which are not repeated at regular intervals and occur irregularly are non-periodic changes. These changes can occur at any time and they do not have any periodicity. Occurrence of full moon and new moon, the change of seasons, and the change of day and night are all periodic changes. Getting a sneeze or thunderstorm and lightning, a sudden shower of rain, they are all non-periodic changes. Of all the changes taking place in our environment, some are desirable and some are not. The changes which are useful to mankind are desirable changes, whereas the changes which bring about destruction are undesirable changes. For example, the burning of coal for cooking is desirable, but burning of trees is undesirable. Similarly, the timely arrival of rain is desirable for crops, otherwise it may cause floods which are undesirable. Next, we have reversible and irreversible changes. When a change in a substance can be reversed by changing the conditions, it is said to be a reversible change. For example, water is converted to vapors on heating, and these vapors condense back to water droplets on cooling. Now, if a substance cannot be brought back to its original state, it is said to have undergone an irreversible change. For example, a burnt piece of paper cannot be brought back from ashes. So, burning of paper is an irreversible change. Salt or sugar can be obtained back from the respective solutions by evaporating water. The salt and sugar will be left behind. Water changes to steam on heating, and this water can be collected by condensation of the steam. Another example is freezing of water to get ice. On melting, ice changes back to liquid water. Hence, it's a reversible change. Examples of irreversible changes include ripening of fruits, blooming of flowers, grinding of grains, rusting of iron, cooking of food. Scientifically, all changes are broadly classified into two types: physical change and chemical change. A physical change is a temporary change in which no new substance is formed and the chemical composition of the original substance remains the same. Some of the physical properties like color, state, shape, size, etc. may change. On freezing, melting or boiling, the chemical composition of water does not change. There is only a change in state of water. A chemical change is a permanent change in which new substances are formed whose chemical composition and physical and chemical properties are completely different from those of the original substances. For example, rusting of iron. Because the rusted piece of iron is not attracted to magnet, which means there is a change in chemical properties of iron. Let's see how we can differentiate a physical change from a chemical change. Now let's have a quick look at some examples of physical changes. As we can see in this list of examples, there is no new substance formed. Moving on to examples of chemical changes, here we see they are all permanent changes. New substances are formed with entirely different properties. Changes can be classified in more than one type. Burning of candle is an example of simultaneous physical and chemical change. Melting and then solidification of the molten wax is an example of physical change. Burning of candle to form water vapors and carbon dioxide is an example of chemical change. hope you found this interesting. Please do hit like if you did, and please visit and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.